All right, warm-up pool closes in 3 minutes. We'll start the meet in 8 minutes. First event today will be the 400 IM. We'll have one heat of each, followed by the 100 backstrokes, which will have consoles and finals. I want to remind everyone that it is a condition of the sanction for this meet that all coaches and swimmers are wearing a mask covering their mouth and nose at all times that they are not actively engaged in swimming warm-up, warm-down, or competing. And because we have a fantastic live stream going, we have been contacted by some people who have seen when athletes are not following the condition of the sanction. It's going to be very important that all swimmers and coaches abide by this rule. All right, again, we'd like to welcome everybody to our second night of finals. Further comment about our procedures for all finals, we would like the swimmers to assemble by the 1 meter boards and parade in when we announce your names. Consoles will line up behind the blocks, but you'll wait until the heat before you or the timers are away from the block, and we'll announce those behind the blocks. This event is also part of the USA Swimming Winter 18 and Under National Championships, and these times will be submitted into a database to be ranked with other swimmers from all across the country who have the cuts for this time. We'll be trying to note how our swimmers are doing compared to the swims that were done last weekend, but please also note that there are other competitions going on this weekend, and the final tabulations will be out next week. Our first event this evening will be event 29, girls 400 IM, followed by the boys IM, and we'll roll more or less right into the 100 backstrokes, after which there will be our first 10-minute break. We would also like to take this opportunity to welcome our viewers online. We've got a very popular streaming format. We hope you enjoy it. And we also should let you know online that there'll be periods where it's silent. That's because we have to turn off the microphones when there's music playing in order to not violate YouTube's rules. In our first event this evening, girls 400-yard individual medley in lane 1 from Swim Atlanta, Jenna Taylor. Lane 2 is her teammate, Jordan Edwards. In lane 3, your top seed with a time of 4:26.3 from Swim Atlanta, Lily Burke. Lane 4 is ABSC's Olivia Della Torre. Lane 5 from Swim Atlanta, Sydney Starnes. And in lane 6, Swim Atlanta's Nicoletta Holt. Top time in the country for the 18 and under champs this last 2 weekends was set by Sophie Duncan at 4:11. Eighth place time is currently 4:16. Jordan Edwards currently holds the fastest time in the state. She's swimming in lane 2. I'm pretty sure we're about to see a new fastest time. That time was 4:25.9. Pretty tightly bunched pack leading off. Lanes 1 through 4, all pretty even in the butterfly. And as they come into the wall, it looks like it's going to be Edwards and Della Torre. Just 4 100ths apart, with top seed Burke close behind. And Lily Burke now taking over on the backstroke leg. Looks to have about a second lead at the midway point through back. Followed by Edwards and Della Torre. Lily Burke reaching the halfway point at 2:05.7. Looked to be about 1:05 on that backstroke split. And Della Torre now slips to 4th with Jenna Taylor sliding into the top 3. Coming into the 50 breast, it's still Burke, but she's being challenged by her teammate Jordan Edwards. They're on pace to be around 115, 116 here, which will set them up for a low 420s. Again, the current fastest time in the state, 4:25. And Burke with a strong back half of breaststroke, reestablishing some distance between her and Edwards. And she turns in the lead with only freestyle left to go at 3:22, 1:16 on her breaststroke leg. And Della Torre now back up into the top three. She'll need to get home in 1:03 or better to throw down the fastest time in Georgia. And that looks entirely reachable as she goes out in 30-point. And Burke touches first at 4:20.63, coming home in 58. Second is Jordan Edwards, 4:25.9, just 2 100ths ahead of her time previously this season. Girls, if you would, 25 easy. And now your finalists for event 30, boys 400-yard individual medley. In lane 1 from Swim Atlanta, Griffin Egolf. In lane 2 from Athens Bulldogs, Will Foggin. In lane 3, your top seed with a time of 4:00.08 from Swim Atlanta, Sebastian Sergile. Lane 4 from Swim Atlanta, Matthew Steele. And in lane 6 from Spartan Aquatics, Anderson Holcomb. Sorry, we're going to slide him over into 5. Mr. Referee. Fastest time posted in the 18 and under national championships thus far was a 3:45.12 by Michael Moore. 8th place right now, 3:51.2. So we're looking to see if we can get some boys under 4 minutes here. Sergile out first at a rapid 50.9, establishing a large lead over the rest of the field, who all turns around 55. And 50 into the backstroke, it's still Sergile with a commanding lead, with Matthew Steele now making a breakaway from the crowd for second. Sir Giles turns at 149.24, 59, maybe 58 on that backstroke leg. Well under 4-minute pace right now. If he can just stay under 106, 108 here, he's got a good shot at being in contention for that top 8 place. Fastest time in the state so far in this event, 3:58.0. That was by Daniel Gallagher. And it looks like we're going to be going under that. Sir Giles turns at 32, on pace to be about 105 here, and to make his turn at 2:53. With a good freestyle leg, he will be under that 3:50 mark. Second place still Matthew Steele, who has also established a significant lead over the remainder of the field. Looking like a great swim here. The crowd on hand getting rowdy. Here we go. That was a 105, turns at 2:55. If he can get home in 55 or better, he'll get a spot in the top 8. 2:51 the time to beat. He looks to be on pace to go under 2:50, which would put him near 6th. Let's check this split with a 50 left to go. 28.0, he's got to get home. He's got to beat that split. And Steele turns at 28.5. Nice freestyle leg for him. With 50 left to go, he's got a shot to go under 4 minutes. Sir Giles looking for a little energy here. 5 yards left to go. Will he crack that 350 barrier? And he does. 349.25. That puts him currently at 6th with last week's results. Steele in at 357 unofficially. And that would put him at 3rd on state rankings thus far this season. Great swim, gentlemen. If you would swim a 25 easy to the other end. It's not on, is there? Because it's not on the timeline. You want it? All right, we are going to take a 10-minute break here. It's also not on the heat sheet. It says 6:26 on the heat sheet. Okay, I'm just saying, don't question me. You want the 10-minute break? Okay, we are going to take a 10-minute break here. The pool is open. Sorry about that, girls. But you have 10 more minutes to get ready for some great 100 backstroke. We will start at 6:35. Please clear the pool. Please clear the competition pool. No, that's that one. Sorry.
I kind of would like to light it.
Could do that. All right, the rest of the evening, the consolation heat can go ahead and get behind the lanes once the pool is available, and we will announce you behind the blocks. Championship final will still wait over by the 1 meter boards. Next up is event 21, girls 100-yard backstroke. Swimming in the consolation final this evening. In lane 1 from Stingrays, Julia On. Lane 2 is Swim Atlanta's Sadie Clayton. Lane 3 from Swim Atlanta, Morgan Jenny. Lane 4 is Swim Atlanta's Namami Lily. Lane 5 from Spartan Aquatic, Carson Schiller. And in lane 6 from Swim Atlanta, Chrysalyn Henderson. Mr. Referee. Tenth place time in the state so far this season's been 57.3. We have a number of girls here who could make a claim to a position on that list. And out leading the way is Schiller in lane 5. And she will get out-touched at the turn by Sadie Clayton, who got into that wall really quickly and managed to get her feet there 4 100ths ahead of Schiller. And it looks like the two of them will battle all the way into the finish, but here comes top seed Jenny with a big last 25. Clayton, Jenny, and Schiller all going into the wall fairly close together, and it's Clayton with 57.07 for the win. 25 easy, ladies. And now your finalists for the girls' 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1 from the Stingrays, Hampton Gucky. In lane 2 from Swim Atlanta, Sarah Livingston. In lane 3, your top seed this evening with a time of 55.4 from Georgia Coastal, Gabby Van Brunt. Lane 4 is Carpet Capital's Peyton Woodring. In lane 5 from Swim Atlanta, Annie Jardina. And in lane 6 from Swim Atlanta, Lila Lilly. Mr. Referee. Top time posted so far in the 18 and under national champs was a smoking 51.5 by Gretchen Walsh, our neighbor to the north at NAC. Eighth place time currently stands at 53.9. Top time in the state is held by Gabby Van Brunt, who is competing in lane 3 right now. And that was a 55.5, so we're looking to see if she can beat that. She is out first at 26.2, followed by Woodring at 27.4. Van Brunt now moving further out and into her final leg. While the battle for second is very tight, with Hampton Guckey moving up. And 53.9 for Gabby Van Brunt. That will be the fastest time thus far in Georgia, and moves into the top 8 nationally, just ahead of 8th place. So currently at 8 for Gabby Van Brunt. 25 easy, girls. Swimming in the Consolation Final of Event 22, boys 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1 from Spartan Aquatics, Jared Bruce. In lane 2 from Tifton Tidalway, Bo Bankston. In lane 3 from Georgia Coastal, top seed with a time of 51.1, Aaron Seymour. In lane 4 from Carpet Capital, Roman Valdez. In lane 5 from Spartan Aquatics, Noah Daniels. And in lane 6 from Athens Bulldogs, Gavin Jones. Mr. Referee. Top time in the 18 and under champs so far has been a 46.2. 8th place currently stands at 48.1. Fastest time in Georgia so far this season was by Mitchell Norton, time of 48.3. So we're looking for some guys to be under 50 here. And we have a great race, but it is Seymour out with the lead, followed closely by Valdez, who's going to make a run here at the end. And 50.8, which currently would rank 8th in the state of Georgia. Great swim, boys, 25 easy. And now your finalists for Event 22, boys 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1 from Georgia Coastal, Sam Parker. In lane 2 from Swim Atlanta, Patrick Morris. In lane 3, your top seed from the morning with a time of 47.4 from Swim Atlanta, Jack Aiken. In lane 4, from Spartan Aquatics, Nathaniel Stoffel. In lane 5, swimming unattached, Alex Gonzalez. And in lane 6 from Swim Atlanta, Ben Irwin. Mr. Referee. All right, get on your feet. This should be exciting. Stoffel and Aiken already posted the second and third fastest times in the 18 and under champs in their morning swims, as well as the 2 fastest times in the state so far this year. And Stoffel with a huge under takes the lead going into the first wall. Stoffel will turn at 22.8, followed by Aiken at 23.2. Fastest time in the 1800 champs so far, 46.2, and it looks like that's going to be threatened here. Aiken has now equalized the effort by Stoffel going out, and they're going to come into the finish head-to-head, and it will be Aiken with the touch, 47.49, just 0.3 ahead of Nathaniel Stoffel. Those times currently rank second and fourth in the 18 and under national championships. Great swim, guys. If you would swim a 25 easy, and the pool is now open for 10 minutes for warm up and warm down. We will resume at 6:54. I want to give a little plug to our session tomorrow. It should be very exciting. We have the 50 free and 500 free, and the 50 free is going to be done as a shootout with a preliminary session a round of 16, a round of 8, and a final round of 4. In between each round will be a 500 free. So if you're not attending for those events, we encourage you to tune in and watch it online. We think it's going to be pretty exciting, kind of like the ISL meets that we've all been watching. Please clear the competition pool.
We usually have to say lanes 1 through 7, but 7 has to be cleared too.
Please clear lane 7 as well. Please clear lanes 1 through 7.
point.
Up next is the Consolation Final of Event 23, Girls 200-Yard Breaststroke. In lane 1 from Stingrays, Rachel Horn. In lane 2 from Spartan Aquatic, Alexis Bender. In lane 3 from Swim Atlanta, Sydney Tashline. In lane 4 from Spartan Aquatic, Mary Adam. In lane 5 from Georgia Coastal, Alex Wayner. And in lane 6 from Swim Atlanta, Brooke Postel. Mr. Referee. And we have a number of swimmers here, all grouped around 225. That's currently the 8th fastest time in the state this season. 8 lengths breaststroke. Look for swimmers to establish long distance per stroke and great posture in the water to set themselves up for this longer distance of breast. Right out the gate, it looks like Alexis Bender is going to set the pace, turning at 31.4. Second 50 as swimmers build toward the midpoint. It's still Bender with the lead. Pullouts appear to be pretty even in the center of the pool, all pretty good. And Bender now being challenged a little bit on the outside by Rachel Horn. Bender will turn first at 108 with Horn 0.2 behind. Horn with a great pull out on the third turn, pulls up even with Bender. And the two of them will now race side by side. Again, morning swims for these swimmers in the 225 to 227 range. .225 currently 6th in the state, with some of these swimmers having a chance to go under. Horn and Bender still going at it with about a 25 left to go. And it's Horn with a great last wall to pull up into the lead. And she will drive into the finish. Outside smoke in lane 1 takes it at 2:24.67. That is currently the 6th place time in the state. .25 easy, ladies. For those of you watching at home, we have the swimmers swim in the same lane they compete in to the other end in order to keep distance between the heats as well as between the swimmers and the timers, who we greatly appreciate for making these meets possible even during a pandemic. And now your finalists for event 23, girls 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 from Swim Atlanta, Allie Kazik. In lane 2, her teammate Sydney Starnes. In lane 3, your top seed with a morning time of 2:16.63, Gigi Johnson. In lane 4 from Swim Atlanta, Jordan Edwards. In lane 5, also from Swim Atlanta, June Fang. And in lane 6 from Carpet Capital, Phoebe Reed. Mr. Referee. Top time in the 18 and under champs thus far was set by Abby Aarons, going 2:08.2. Eighth place currently stands at 2:14.0. Our top seed this morning went 2:16, so with a good drop, she'll have a shot at that. Top time in the state so far was Alicia Henry's 2:13.8. And with a 50 in, it's Gigi Johnson establishing an early lead, closely followed by June Fang. Number of very different styles of breaststroke in this heat. Some swimmers opting to get the high recovery, shoulders rising out of the water, others much lower and flatter in their stroke. Johnson getting pretty good height, shooting those hands forward, makes the turn at 1:04.5, now trailed by Jordan Edwards, who is 3 seconds behind at 1:07. Again, it's going to take a 2:14.0 to make the list of the top 8 so far in the 18 and under champs. That means Johnson needs to get her back half done in 1:10 or better. Let's see how close we are to a 35 or 36 here. She'll turn 34.7. Great split there on the third length. Turning at 1:39.2. If she can hold that, she'll have a great shot to be under 2:14. Second place still Jordan Edwards, but a very tightly bunched field. 4 swimmers all within a second of each other, battling for second. Johnson now with 15 yards left to go, driving to the wall. 5 seconds left to try and get on that list. She's got a great shot, good long reach at the end, 14.29. Currently second in Georgia, and just outside the top 8 list for the 18 and under champs. Great swim, girls, 25 easy. Pool is now open for 10 minutes for warm up and warm down, while we will go silent so that the athletes can listen to some music. Oh, sorry, I'm ahead of myself. We are going to swim the boys. We are going to swim the boys. I just like the music so much. Don't ever make a mistake when Coach Andy's on deck. You won't live it down. All right, those of you listening at home, stay right here with us. We still have the boys' breaststroke, and then we'll get to that next break. And now your competitors in the consoles for boys 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 from Athens Bulldogs, Jackson Bates. In lane 2 from Swim Atlanta, Noah Richardson. In lane 3 from Swim Atlanta, Caleb Fry. In lane 4 from Spartan Aquatics, Preston Lynn. In lane 5 from Spartan Aquatics, Anderson Holcomb. And in lane 6 from Swim Atlanta, Matthew Steele. Mr. Referee. Pretty fast consolation heat here with most of the swimmers between 2:04 and 2:06. Currently, the fastest time in Georgia is 2:02. And these swimmers would all have a shot at that. And right off the bat, it's going to be Preston Lynn taking the lead at 26-2. In second, Caleb Fry. And coming into the midway point, it is still Preston Lynn, now with over a body length lead, and he'll turn at 56-3, splitting 30 point. If he can hold around in that 30-31 range, he'll have a great shot to be around the 00 mark. Second still held by Caleb Fry. Preston Lynn coming into the 150, still holding the lead, 32 there, 128.5. Dropped off about a second and a half there. He'll need to hold steady to have a shot at 2:00 or 2:01. And here comes the rest of the field. Richardson and Fry trying to close in on Preston Lynn. But he will, 15 yards left to go, still hold a body length lead. And it will be Preston Lynn touching first at 02:07. Fry touching second at 2:02.73. And outside of the fast swim posted this morning, that is the second place time in the state so far. 25 loosened, gentlemen. And now announcing your finalists for event 24, boys 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 from Spartan Aquatics, Justin Bender. In lane 2 from Swim Atlanta, Savon Shaw. In lane 3, top seed from the morning with a time of 1:59.2 from Carpet Capital, Henry Bethel. In lane 3 from Swim Atlanta, Jose Castro. In lane 4 from Swim Atlanta, Charlie Stout. And in lane 6 from Swim Atlanta, Kevin DeGrige. Mr. Referee. Another great field here at the Peach Chase Championships, with Bethel already having swum a time fast enough to make the top 8 list for the 18 and under champs, but many others in this field having a chance as well. Current fastest time, Luke Barr's 1:56.0, but the 8th place time is 1:59.3. Look for a number of swimmers to challenge that. The fastest time in the state so far was Henry Bethel's swim this morning. So if he can improve on that, he'll be the fastest swimmer in the state so far. And he immediately takes the lead. with about a body length on the field at the 75. Big glide coming off that kick into his breakout, but still manages to hold a significant lead, and he'll turn at the midway point at 55-2. Tight battle for second between Castro and Bender. And the rest of the field being fairly tight as well behind Bethel, who now swims out at 2 body lengths. Again, top time in the country for the 18 and under champs, 156. Look to see if Bethel can turn with a 30-point here. He'd be around 30.2. If he can match that, he'll be able to challenge that time. 125.4 at the turn. He needs a 30-point anything to be second in the 18 and under champs so far. Battle for second, very tight between Castro Stout and DeGrige now coming up in lane 6. And Bethel's in at 1:56.77, currently the second fastest time posted in the 18 and under national championships. Second is Stout at 2:02.4. followed by Jose Castro. Now the pool is open for 10 minutes for warm-up and warm-down. We will resume at 7:19 as long as Andy Griffin approves. Please clear lanes 1 through 7. Please clear lanes 1 through 7. Get back on the thing. Up next is event 25, girls 100-yard butterfly. Swimming in tonight's consolation final, in lane 1, Nanami Lilly. In lane 2, from Carpet Capital, Peyton Woodring. Lane 3, from Swim Atlanta, Mia Walters. In lane 4, from the Stingrays, Sophia Parker. In lane 5, from Swim Atlanta, Sydney Walker. And in lane 6, from Swim Atlanta, Jamison Tiller. Mr. Referee. Great consolation heat here, all very tight between 57-3 and 58-4. .57.3 is currently the 9th fastest time in Georgia for 15, 18-year-olds, so we have some swimmers who could break into that list right here. I also want to give a shout out to our viewers watching online. We love seeing all the comments. Please remember to keep it positive. Sophia Parker out with the early lead, and she will continue all the way into the third wall, but it will begin to tighten as here comes Mia Walters. Pretty good kick out there, but Parker still holds on, and she'll take the lead under the flags and to the wall with a time of 56.64 for Sophia Parker. That is currently the 6th fastest time in Georgia. Great swim, ladies. 25 easy, if you please. And now your finalists for the girls 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1 from Swim Atlanta, Claire Kerber. In lane 2 from Georgia Coastal, Gabby Van Brunt. In lane 3, your top seed with a time of 55.2 from Athens Bulldogs, Olivia Della Torre. In lane 4, from Swim Atlanta, Caroline Irwin. In lane 5 is Swim Atlanta's Reagan Sweeney. And in lane 6, from Swim Atlanta, Sarah Livingston. Mr. Referee. And the top time in the 18 and under national champs so far has been by Tori Husk, a time of 50.2. Top 8 right now, it takes a 53.6. Our swimmers all came in at 55 in the center, so they're looking to drop some time, and Gabby Van Brunt wastes no time, getting out to an early lead of 25.2, 53 certainly within reach. Top time in the state so far, 54.2, set by Gigi Johnson, who we saw swimming breaststroke earlier this evening. With 15 yards left to go, it's still Gabby Van Brunt in lane 2, and she's going to hold that lead all the way in for a 54.18. That will be the new fastest time in Georgia. She is followed by Caroline Irwin at 55.38. Great swim, girls, if you would, 25 easy. And now announcing your contestants for tonight's Consolation Final of Event 26, Boys 100-Yard Butterfly. In lane 1 from Spartans, Charles Liu. In lane 2 from Swim Atlanta, Brett Sasser. In lane 3 from Georgia Coastal, Aaron Seymour. In lane 4 is Swim Atlanta's Connor Hubbard. In lane 5, fresh off a breaststroke swim from Swim Atlanta, Kevin DeGridge. And in lane 6 from Spartan, Preston Brown. Mr. Referee. Current 8th place time in Georgia's rankings is a 50.3. Top seed from this morning went 50.6, so we'll see if someone can crack into that top 8 list. Out early is Brett Sasser, but it tightens up at the wall. He does touch first by 0.2 of a second. And with a pretty good under, carries that lead into the third length, but here comes lane 6, Preston Brown. Pretty good third leg for him. Still Sasser, though. And he will take, a good finish there by Seymour to tighten it up, but it is Sasser at 50.0. And that will rank currently 6th in Georgia swimming. Great swim, gentlemen, 25 easy. And marching into the theme from Rocky, our finalists for boys 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1 from Spartan Aquatics, Aiden Meyerend. In lane 2 from Swim Atlanta, Tyler Schroeder. In lane 3, your top seed with a time of 48:28 from Spartan Aquatics, Kamal Muhammad. In lane 4 from Spartan Aquatics, Peter Saka. Lane 5 is Blue Tide's Anthony DeMott. And in lane 6 from Spartan Aquatic, John Beeman. Mr. Referee. Another speedy finalist field for the meet. However, this event has also been very fast nationally. Top time so far by Zach Van Zant of 45.8. 5 guys under 47.0. Kamal Muhammad comes in as the top seed. He's also posted the fastest time in the state of Georgia, but he'll need to drop from his 48.0 in order to crack the field here. 47.3 at 8th place. Very tight field at the wall. Saka and Mohammed turn together. DeMott breaks out early, but trails a little, and it's going to be Mohammed going in first at the touch. 48.31 for Mohammed, followed by Peter Saka at 48.9. Great job, gentlemen. 25 easy if you would. We will now have a 10-minute break, and the competition pool is open for warm-up and warm-down. This will be our final break of the evening before we swim our last events, the 200-yard freestyles. The pool meet will resume at 7:39. Swimmers, please clear lanes 1 through 7. Up next, event 27, girls 200-yard freestyle, Consolation Final. And here in Consolation, we have an all-Swim Atlanta heat. So in lane 1, Mia Walters. Lane 2, Annie Jardina. Lane 3, Emma Reiser. Lane 4, Samantha Birchie. Lane 5, Allison Damron. And in lane 6, Morgan Jenny. Mr. Referee. Currently the 8th place time in Georgia, 153.2. The top seeds here were both 153 high, so they have a chance to move into that list. Right away, it's Allison Damron setting the pace, and she will turn first at 25.8. Rest of the field tightly packed within a half second of each other. And quickly, Reiser and Birchie move up to challenge. And at the 100, it will be Birchie going in at 54.7, followed by Reiser and Damron. And the top 2 seeds now moving out and appear to be on pace to be low 150s. We'll see what this third split looks like. And 123.3, Birchie turns at 28.6. Great finish here, could put her around 52, which would put her in the top 5. Little tight on that last wall, but she holds on. Still in the lead, but is going to be challenged now by Reiser. Reiser bringing the tempo and the legs, but Birchie holding on and will touch at 152.1, followed by Reiser at 52.3. Both girls now in the top 5 of the Georgia swimming list. Help me welcome now the finalists for the girls' 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Athens Bulldogs, Karen Zhao. Lane 2 from the Stingrays, Ashley Case. In lane 3, your top seed from this morning with a time of 1:49.86 from Swim Atlanta, Abigail McCullough. In lane 4 from Swim Atlanta, Gigi Johnson. Lane 5, Swim Atlanta's Chrysalyn Henderson. And in lane 6 from Swim Atlanta, Reagan Sweeney. Mr. Referee. This event, another very fast one in the 18 and under champs. The current top seed, Tori Husk, at 1:43.23. Eighth place currently stands at 1:46.8. Top seed McCullough comes in at 49.8. And beside her is the current top-ranked swimmer in Georgia, Gigi Johnson, who's been 49.3. So we'll look to see if either of these girls can get down under that 149 mark. But McCullough establishes an early lead over Johnson, and they are clearing themselves from the field. At the halfway point, it is McCullough in first at 52.9. Johnson half second behind at 53.5. Both girls pacing about 55-100 now. That would put them right in that 148, 149 range. And that race tightening up now. Johnson and McCullough neck and neck. Looks to still be McCullough with a slight edge. 0.3 of a second now. Johnson over McCullough. They turn at 21. They'll need to get home in 27 to throw down a 48. And what a great race. Johnson and McCullough side by side. You pick them. Watching at home, what do you see? Maybe advantage to Johnson, and she does get the touch. 48.6. And those girls separated only by 7/100ths. Post the 2 fastest times in Georgia swimming so far this season. Great swim, girls. 25 easy, please. Up next, the Consolation Final for Event 28, Boys 200-Yard Freestyle. In Lane 1 from Swim Atlanta, Owen Holland. In Lane 2 from Swim Atlanta, Jose Castro. In Lane 3 from the Stingrays, Brett Reason. In Lane 4 from Spartan Aquatics, Trey Carter. Lane 5 is Swim Atlanta's Charlie Stout. And in Lane 6 from Swim Atlanta, Patrick Morris. Mr. Referee. Top 10 in Georgia currently sits at 141.6. A couple of these guys are right on that this morning. And out very quick is Trey Carter, 22.7. He's got a couple tenths on the field. And will stay that way as we come into the halfway point. Carter employing that gallop stroke, the big breath on the left side. Turns first at the midway point at 48.1. Brett Reason now creeping up at 48.9. Carter will continue to lead as we come into the 150. In fact, he'll extend the lead a little bit, turning at 114.7. Reason at 15.5. And coming up in lane 6, Patrick Morris appears to have a run at second. Really big under for Morris out there on the edge. But it will be Carter evening out his stroke now for the finish at 141.0. And Reason touches second at 41.9, followed by Morris at 42.2. Great swim, boys. 25 easy. Please clear the competition pool. And now announcing your finalists for boys 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Georgia Coastal, Sam Parker. In lane 2 from Carpet Capital, Henry Bethel. In lane 3, your top seed with a time from the morning of 136.3 from Swim Atlanta, Sebastian Sergile. In lane 4 from Swim Atlanta, Jack Akins. In lane 5 from Carpet Capital, Roman Valdez. And in lane 6 from Gwinnett Aquatics, Darnell Mitchell. Mr. Referee. Current fastest time in the 18 and under national championship set by Lucas Miller last weekend at 1:33.83. Eighth place currently sits at 1:37.6, which our top seed Sergile already surpassed this morning. Top time in Georgia so far this year, 1:36.11 by Mitchell Norton. And it's going to be Jack Akins setting the early lead, and top sealed Sergile all the way back at fourth. Akins out in 21. And really establishes a strong lead over the field coming into the 100. He's going to turn at 45.0 for Jack Akins, followed by Roman Valdez at 46.6. Aikens still well out in the lead. Little tight on the wall at the 125, but maintaining a body length and a half on the field. Coming into the 150 mark at 1:10.13. Got a great shot here at 36 or better. Top time in Georgia so far this year, 36:11. And Aikens will take it wire to wire, touching at 1:36.10. That is currently the second place time in the 18 and under champs, and a new fastest time for Georgia this season. Great swim, guys. The pool is now open for warm down. Don't forget tomorrow's sessions include the very unique shootout for the 50s free. Be sure if you're watching online to check that out tomorrow. Again, thank you, timers, coaches, officials, for making